Hi, welcome back to our third junior measurement video. Our second on time. We're going to carry on talking about time, and in this video we're going to talk about AM and PM time. Now, we've established there are 24 hours in one day. Not quite true, but we're going to always round it to 24 hours in a day, right? The day is broken up into the morning section, which we call AM, and the afternoon and evening session, which we call PM. There's 12 hours in the morning, 12 hours in the evening or afternoon evening. Now, AM is a phrase that means ante meridiem, and that just means before sort of the midday, before that sort of halfway. PM is a little phrase called post meridiem, and that just means after midday or after sort of the middle of the day. Right, so this is how a day works, right? We've got our morning and our afternoon and evening. Morning is AM, afternoon and evening is PM, right? So we know the day starts at midnight. 12 midnight is 12 AM. Most of us are sleeping by then. That's when the day officially starts. We go to 1 AM, 2 AM, 3 AM, 4 AM, 5 AM, 6 AM. Some of you early birds might be getting up sometime around then. We go to 7 AM. A couple more of you are getting up at this stage. We get to 8 AM. Most of you are dragging yourself out of bed to go to school. 9 AM, 10 AM, 11 AM. And we get to the middle of the day. It's called midday or noon. And it is 12 PM. Then we go to 1 PM, 2 PM, 3 PM. Now, most of us are starting to leave school and go home. 4 PM, 5 PM, 6 PM, 7 PM, 8 PM, 9 PM, 10 PM, 11 PM, and then we don't have a 12 PM because that's midday. We go back to 12 AM, which is midnight again, and it's the start of the next day. So that's how our days work, right? So let's do a couple of quick examples, see if you've got familiar with this AM and PM time. Here we go. Example 1. Write these times in AM or PM time. So part A, 3:30 in the afternoon. Well, since it's afternoon, it must be PM, and past is a phrase that means 3:30, halfway between 3 and 4. So it's 3:30 PM. Part B, 5:45 in the morning. 5:45 in the morning. Now it's in the morning, so it must be AM. And when we say 5:45, quarter means 15 minutes. A quarter in time is 15 minutes, so it's 15 minutes until it's 6 o'clock. So it's going to be 5:45 AM, 5:45 in the morning. 10 past midnight. Now midnight is 12 AM. And it's 10 past, so it's 12:10 AM. And 20 minutes to noon. 20 minutes to noon means it's got 20 minutes until it's lunchtime, 20 minutes till midday, so it's going to be 11:40 AM. Still in the morning because noon is when it goes to PM. Right, what about example 2? What is the time 3 hours after 11 AM? Well, 11 AM is in the morning, so 1 hour will be midday, 2 hours will be 1 PM, 3 hours will be 2 PM. And part B, what is the time 40 minutes before midnight? Well, it's not reached midnight, and midnight is an AM, start of the day, so if it's 40 minutes before, we're still talking about PM, and 40 minutes must mean 11:20 PM at night. Right, our final example. What's the time interval between 6:50 in the morning and 4:30 in the afternoon? I like to draw a diagram, and 6:50 is just before 7, and 4:30 is halfway between 4 and 5. So here's what I do. I work out there's 10 minutes to get to 7 o'clock. There's 9 hours to get from 7 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And then there's 30 minutes to get from 4 o'clock to 4:30. And then I just add them all up to get 9 hours and 40 minutes. Right, thanks so much for tuning in, and all the best with the workbook questions.